National examinations for primary and secondary schools that were meant for this year will likely take place early next year. This is according to the Ministry of Education, which says it will spend more than 80 billion shillings in preparation for the proposed September reopening of learning institutions. Bridget Singana has more.
The Ministry of Education says it is doing everything possible to get students back to school. But given the extensive disruption of the academic calendar, the 2020 national examinations are likely to be done next year, given the target of September for resumption.
We shall comply and build towards that purpose. And the dates of the exam will definitely roll over to early next year. Because if we are opening in September, and we have already said the children must start from where they left. I think it is just. Then perhaps as we are cooking the food, the earliest the exams can take place is around February and March. And in any case, not later than April. Because if you do the exam in April, then the transition will not take place.
Though a tentative timeline has been issued to resume learning in the third quarter of the year, that could be well delayed, as the rate of coronavirus infection has been projected to peak around the same time.
Which is actually the elephant in the room, and you know, is the issue of social and physical distancing. Because our schools are already full to capacity, to the extent that we had just completed 100% transition at the time we were visited by COVID.
Under the new reopening policy, 15,000 teachers will be hired on temporary and permanent basis, with 4.7 billion shillings dedicated for the expansion of schools across the country. Another substantial amount will be used for provision of water and sanitizers to schools, as well as masks. Teachers will likely be tested for the virus prior to resuming class.
We wouldn't want to guide the president to open schools only to close them a week or two later, like is now happening in Beijing, like has happened in Israel, like has happened in South Korea and many other countries. So we must prepare to do this all together.
The ministry is also questioning the credibility of recent statistics pointing at a spike in early pregnancies among children of school-going age.
But going further, I would like to interrogate the rates of the pregnancies because they look obnoxious. And I'm asking myself as a professor, did these children go and report that they are pregnant? Who is giving us these figures? Because they seem to be definitive figures. Could some NGOs who are keen on pushing sexual education be using these exaggerated numbers?
The alleged cases of minors being impregnated are said to have occurred over the 3 months schools have been closed as a measure to protect against COVID-19. Bridget Singana, NTV, Nakuru.